Hi there folks, it's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic, and in this video I'm going to be talking what are some of the best healthcare learning management solutions out there in the middle of 2025. What are some of the key things you need to know? At WP-Tonic we've got a ton of experience in helping healthcare organisations with their training needs. I'm going to go through the best learning management solutions out there. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. Coming back, folks. So you're looking at the options. So what are some of the key things that you need to know to make the right decision? Now, first of all, there is no right decision. It really does depend on your organisation needs. But there are definitely the wrong solutions for your particular organization. So, what are the big differences in all these systems that are offered? Well, I kind of put them into three main buckets. And in these buckets, there's subcategories, but to my mind, there is three main buckets. And these are number one, a general purpose SaaS based learning management system. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Um, Secondly, there is SaaSes that provide pre-developed content aimed at the healthcare industry. You could say that was a subcategory, but I do treat it as a main bucket. And thirdly, there is WordPress and utilizing a learning management system solution built on WordPress. WordPress runs about 43 to 45% of all websites and will give you the maximum control over your learning management system and the content that you might want to develop in-house. So they're the three main buckets, as I call them. And let's look at the main players, some of the main players in each of these three main buckets. Now, I want to point out I've written an article. You find the link in the video description. That goes through a lot more options and gives you all the links. I'm not going to go through every option in this video because I don't want it to be a tremendously long video. I want to keep it tight. But like I say, I've written that article. So let's look at general SaaS-based learning management systems. One of the leaders is Talent LMS, and another one is Absorb LMS. They're both good learning management systems. There is not an enormous difference in usability and technical offering. There are some differences in pricing. They don't offer their pricing up front. I think Talent LMS does. It does give you some guidance. You're going to be charged per user. A user could be an active user or non-active user. Anybody that's signed up to take training, you're going to be charged for each user. They have, like I say, depending on the size of your organization, you're going to be charged those users. They don't offer an enormous amount of customization. They are set up and play basically. If you stop paying, you will lose access to your training content. They normally there are third-party providers that can have canned content that you can use with a lot of these SaaS-based systems out there as well. Now, when it comes to those systems, there's a number of them out there that provide content. They tend to be more expensive, but you have the convenience that they have provided a library of content. It varies in quality. Now, this was very attractive because it used to be extremely difficult to make content, customizable content up to a certain standard. That is diminishing quite rapidly because of AI. It's There's a number of platforms that makes it quite easy for you to actually make your own content quite rapidly using AI. So the attractiveness of a library of content is diminishing because, like I say, AI, in my opinion, it is still early days, but you can see the barrier to making, having to employ uh, a group of professionals to make your content um, will not be so necessary quite rapidly. The third bucket is using WordPress. Now, you've got some slight hoops to jump through. You've got to have hosting, and you're going to have some other plugins. Depending on the provider, at WP-Tonic, we provide everything you need in one package. So those hoops have gone away. Now, the big benefit of using WordPress is that ownership, intellectual ownership, IP, and customization are totally under your control. It is the platform that offers the most ease of use, with the benefit of having full IP and full control over your content, your training content, and your website. That's also, if you use the right learning management solution based on WordPress, to my mind, there's two leaders. There's either Lifter LMS or there's LearnDash. They are quite similar. They do have some differences. Like I say, I'm not going to go through the finite differences in this video, but I have given you more information in the article. Like I say, you'll find the link to that in the video description. I'm going to end it now because I just wanted to give you a broad structure of the real choices you've got. And then you've got to do more research for your particular needs for your organization. If you want more consultation from me, you can go to the WP-Tonic website and you can book a free initial consultation on the website. Also, if you found this video useful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because I'm making more of these type of videos every month, every week. And it's a win-win. It shows YouTube I'm doing something right, and it encourages me to make more of this content for you. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.